Did you know your subconscious beliefs determine the types of relationships you have? In another video, I said that you teach others how to treat you. In other words, unless you say no, unless you set limits, unless you set boundaries, people will treat you any old way that you choose to allow them. But if you say, this is acceptable and this is unacceptable, then that person only has one choice. They can continue doing what they want and you cut them off, or they adjust because they say, hey, Mary won't let me treat her that way. Let me treat her better. So how does this connect to subconscious beliefs? If you have subconscious beliefs about your level of deservedness as being low, then you will allow others to treat you poorly. Now, what I mean by deservedness is, what do you subconsciously believe that you are worthy of? What's your level of deservedness? I've referred to this, going back to 2006, I coined the term the Law of Deservedness. In other words, you only get what you subconsciously feel and believe you deserve and no more. If you get more than what you subconsciously feel and believe you deserve, you'll sabotage it, you'll push it away, or you simply won't enjoy it. In other words, you have subconscious beliefs about your self-worth. And if you don't get clear about them, then you can't consciously create your life. If you want to know what they are, just look at your life. What are the types of relationships you have? Do people treat you well? Do you welcome being treated well? Or do you push it away? Do you sabotage good things? Or do you actually embrace being treated well and being loved and cared for and respected? So if you want to change the types of relationships you have to change those subconscious beliefs. If you think that there's something wrong with you, if you think you're not good enough, if you think you're an outsider, or you don't belong, or you're less than, or you're no good unless you're perfect, then you'll never attract into your life good relationships. So take a look at your subconscious beliefs. How were you raised? Were you raised to believe in yourself? Were you raised that you can do anything? Were you told that you're good? Were you validated? Were you reinforced? Were you encouraged and praised and celebrated? Were you allowed to speak up? Were you allowed to have an opinion? Were you allowed to express your feelings, emotions, and beliefs? And ultimately it comes down to two things. Do you have guilt or shame? If you feel guilty, then you think you've done something bad, you'll end up punishing yourself subconsciously, and that'll play out in your relationships. And the second is shame. If you believe that you are innately a bad person, then you'll also continue to sabotage your relationships, or you'll isolate yourself and run away from people. So look at those two key emotions, guilt and shame. How do they play out in your life? And if you're suffering from guilt, or if you have feelings of shame, and you need help, you can go to my website, patrickwanis.com, and book a one-on-one session with me. Go to patrickwanis.com and look up phone consultations, book a session. Thank you.